What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Opposite Show. I'm back with more Marvel Legends, and today we have the Infinity Saga collection from Avengers Endgame. We have the Iron Man Mark 85 and Thanos figures from the Battle of Earth. So very cool looking figures here. So we have both characters with battle damage, of course, going through the fight at the end of the movie. So we have damaged Tony Stark and damaged Thanos, and we have Tony Stark with his nanotechnology, and he has the Nano Infinity Gauntlet mixed into it, and some other weapons and accessories. And then we have Thanos as well, and we get some extra heads, and of course his weapons stuff, and then it kind of looks like the head that's on him is when he's been snapped, so he's starting to dissipate. Very awesome. Thanos there, of course, has that nano gauntlet as well, so very awesome. That 321, so very awesome that we have this. Of course, another Thanos and Iron Man, but they did make it a little bit different, so it kind of fits all together here. And if we twist around to the side, we can see all this stuff there, and the poster for Avengers Endgame, and then each of the stories for the characters there, so very cool for that. So I'm excited to open this pack up, and we'll compare these figures to past versions as well, so hopefully these will be some cool upgrades. So let me get it out of the box and we'll check them out together. So let's start off with the Iron Man Mark 85. So this is a new armor that he made with nanotechnology, of course following his first fight against Thanos in Avengers Infinity War, where he got all beat, so he enhanced the suit a bit. So this one formed in separate sections of hardware and armor plates for reinforced protection and weaponry, and the suit's much more capable of withstanding damage from superhuman impact, so much like Thanos punches and everything. So it's a different and upgraded suit. Of course, we have seen the suit already with an old Marvel Legends that I will show, but it looks pretty cool here. I like the design a lot better, so I like the nice bright reds. You can see with the chest section going in through the middle and on the arms and lower legs, and then the gold in the middle, so it has that very classic like Iron Man look to of the red and gold. So I like the upper arms there with the gold, and then up on the upper thighs there as well, and then the inside we have all the black and everything, which on the older figure when I show it to you is mostly all silver, but it has the Arc Director on his chest, and of course the face of Tony Stark there, and this one has the battle damaged face on it. So towards the end of the movie there, when he right before he dies, he has the all damaged face, so he's got kind of face there and scars and everything, so looks very good. I think the face design looks very awesome, very much like Robert Downey Jr., and I like all the damage and stuff put onto it, so I think overall it looks pretty good. But for the figure itself, I think it looks really nice overall. It's not my favorite Iron Man armor design, but I think it looks pretty nice in this form, especially compared to the older one. So for movements, the head can twist all the way around. He can like down that far and up that far, so pretty decent movements there. Shoulders come up 90 degrees and can rotate all the way around. We get the bicep twist, the double elbow joint that can bend up that far, and wrist twist around and flex back and forth. We have the ab crunch and twist, so crunch forward and backs there, so not a whole lot of range, but not too bad, and can twist all the way around. Hips can come up 90 degrees out to the side that far, thigh twist all the way around. Double knee joint that can bend up that far in the back, and the foot can flex back and forth just a little bit. It's kind of real stiff and everything, and with the armor design around the foot, it doesn't get a whole lot of movement, but it can move back and forth there and twist side to side. So I really like this figure. I think the armor design, like I said, is much better improvement, and then the face just looks so good. It's just pretty awesome. Now for additional accessories, we get a lot of stuff. So we have an undamaged head, so there's just a normal looking face of Robert Downey Jr., and I actually think that looks pretty cool. They added these like neck pieces, which I don't know exactly why this one came with a neck piece when he already has one on there, so I don't really know why they gave you an additional one for this head, but I say you could probably pop this head off and then use this head for another figure if you wanted or something, because it looks really good. So that'd be definitely be a good like unmasked Iron Man head there, so very awesome that we have that option. And of course we have to have the option with the mask on as well, so we have the helmeted version, and again it has a neck piece as well, so this one makes sense that it would come with one, so you're not seeing the human neck there, but very cool. But let's see if we can switch this out and how easy or difficult it is. So there's the helmeted head, and it was actually really easy. I thought pulling on the head you'd be more likely to pull the head off at the top, at least for the normal head. Yeah, it just slides right out easier at the bottom, so it actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. So very nice overall. I think it looks a little bit weird with helmeted, just like the neck region looks a little bit weird for some reason, but it looks very awesome there with the actual Iron Man from the movie. But I like the unmasked head a lot more. And this one comes with a lot of accessory pieces. So first off, we have the shield design. So we have had the shield in the past, but the shield design this time is made of like energy and stuff, so it's all blue and looks very awesome. So I don't like the shield design overall because I don't know exactly how you get it on him to like make it look good or anything, but I really like this look of the shield where it's all blue. It looks very awesome. So we can just take this and let's just throw it on his arm like that. So there he's got the energy shield on his arm. He also comes with an energy blade, so we have this awesome looking blade. So it looks a lot like the guns of like Star-Lord or something, but with these blue energy blades on the outside of him. So it looks very cool. This is a really awesome design. So let's pop this into his hand. So there I got an Iron Man with the shield and the sword, so that looks really awesome there. And of course for Iron Man we have to have some additional hands. So we get an additional fist hand for his left, so where we have the grip hand we get this fist hand. Of course for both we have the two repulsor hands, so where we can actually shoot off the energy blast and stuff, so we can switch these out. So there I got the hand switch out, and that looks awesome. And then of course we also get the repulsor effects that go in the hand, so let's pop these in. So there we have like your normal looking Iron Man with the repulsors coming out of his hand. But of course, with this Iron Man being from the end of the movie and the fight with Thanos and everything, we also get the additional hand with the Nanite Infinity Gauntlet. So with Iron Man's suit being made of the nanotechnology, he's able to take the stones from Thanos' gauntlet and put it into his and be able to do the snap. So we have him doing the snap there. So let's go and switch this hand out also. So there we can have Tony performing the snap and of course saying, "I am Iron Man." So that is very cool that you can recreate that scene with this figure and stuff. Very awesome there, including the snap with it. So very awesome for this figure overall. And we can bring in our past Iron Man. So here is the last Iron Man from Endgame. So this is what the suit, you know, was supposed to look like with the original figure that we got. So it's very much the exact same suit design, just to have all this silver instead of the black design this time. So I definitely like the new design with the black details, so you can see all the same. So it's the exact same figure, just with those different colors, and I think it makes a lot of difference. And then of course the whole neck piece switched out and stuff, so you can switch the necks out. So I definitely like this new upgraded one better. And then I thought I'd bring in the suit from Infinity War as well, since it has a lot of similar technology, just much more upgraded. And I also brought it in because of the shield, but the shield keeps falling off. But there's that shield design, you know, it looks exactly the same as the blue one, just all in the red and gold. Between these two suits makes this one, and that's pretty cool, I think. And I just absolutely love this new figure. And then we have the Thanos from the pack, and this Thanos looks pretty cool. So again, very much like a Thanos we've had in the past, which I will show. And remember, this is Thanos from the 2014 timeline, from the alternate one, where through the use of Nebula, he was able to come into our timeline as soon as the Avengers made this snap. So very awesome looking figure in my opinion. So this is where he's starting to be destroyed and kind of falling apart. So I like how his armor's all damaged stuff, probably through the fight with all the other Avengers. But I like this one because he does have the battle armor on, so I like the gold armor and everything on him. I think it looks much cooler compared to like we got from like Infinity War and stuff, where he was just in like the normal suit. So I like in the armor, so I think it looks much cooler. And of course with the head that was already on it is the one where he's starting to be disintegrated and stuff from the snap, so his face is, you know, starting to fall apart and everything there. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, along with the damaged chest, looks like he's been in the fight. And then we also have the Nano Infinity Gauntlet, but you can see all the stones are missing because of course Tony now has all the stones on his. So he performs the snap, but wait, all of his stones are missing. What's he doing? But I like how they have the little empty crevices and stuff in there. So that's pretty cool there. So for the figure's movements, the head can twist all the way around there. He can look down a little bit and up a little bit. Not a whole lot of range, mostly because his neck's all stiff with all the armor around it. The shoulders can come up a little bit there, under 90 degrees, maybe like 45, and rotate around within there. A single elbow joint that can bend to 90 degrees with the rotation. We have the wrist that can twist around and flex back and forth. We have an ab crunch in the middle there, so crunch back and forth. And weirdly enough, he has no twist at all. The hips can come up 90 degrees and out to the side that far. Thigh twist around in there. A double knee joint that can bend up that far in the back. And the foot can rock back and forth a little bit. Of course, with the armor, it gets in the way, but can rock back and forth there and twist side to side. And this is, of course, a big figure. So here's like the Iron Man compared to it. So you can see the height difference between the two. So very big character. And of course, this was based off the old Build-A-Figure character that we got, which we can go and bring in. So I think we got this from like the very first like Infinity War set or something. And we got this Thanos, but of course he didn't have the armor in the movie. So I don't know why we got this version of it, but you can see the comparisons, and they just upgraded this version. So I think it looks pretty cool there. Now this one as well comes with a bunch of accessories. So we get some additional unmasked heads here. So we have a head with like a little smile to it, and then one that's just got kind of like a straight face stuff. So we have those two heads if you want to switch out. But also to go with the suit, we do have a armored up one as well. So that looks pretty cool. So let's switch this out. So there's the helmeted Thanos head, and that looks pretty cool. I like his teeth all gritted there and everything. That is pretty awesome. We also get his double bladed weapon, which looks very cool. You know, much better looking than the original one. You can see how the original one looked compared to this one with all the details. Looks very awesome there. And again, I'm glad they included this because we saw it on that toy, but not in the movie or anything until Endgame here. So very awesome that this. Let's pop this into his hand. So there I got the weapon in his hand, and that looks super cool. It just adds a lot more to it. And then finally we get an additional hand with the Infinity Gauntlet stones and everything on it, which I think it's pretty crappy. If like you can see it, it just looks like they have the spots there, and they just kind of took some paint and rubbed it on the areas to do the different colors of all of the 6 stones. So it doesn't look the best there, but we do have that additional hand that we can switch out with the snap. So there we can have Thanos with all 6 of the Infinity Stones. So overall, I'd have to say this is a really awesome pack for our Infinity Saga Avengers Endgame pack with Iron Man and Thanos. I think they're both really cool. Bunch needed upgrades. I really love this Iron Man suit, and with the additional heads and stuff, that looks so good. I think that is pretty awesome. And then getting the upgraded Thanos with the armor and everything is pretty awesome as well. I just wish he had some options for like the non-damaged armor, and since we have the non-damaged heads, and then we have of course the additional head after the snap, so I wish we just had some different options there. But both look very awesome, and I really like both of these figures, and they're both super cool. So let me know what you thought of these figures down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.